bear with me for 1 second. There is likely a wholesaler in the same market as you who is spending 12 grand a month to bring in new deals. While you can beat him for only 200 bucks. But not the way you think. In this video, I'm giving you the exact system I used to run, almost a one-person wholesale operation, and I'm gonna dive in showing you how, with nothing but a Claude subscription and that $200 that I just mentioned a second ago, and you can outperform most of the other wholesalers in the market as a almost one-man operation. So I've been in real estate since 2022. I paid $30,000 for super bad advice and it almost went under. So I've lived both sides of the coin. Nobody in your market is actually running AI, and once they do catch up, your edge is gone. So right now, it is completely wide open. So step number one is your data. And I'm going to show you how we can use Claude AI to actually find the right data that you need to market to. So as you can see here, I have a prompt on Claude, which is, I'm a wholesaler that looks for off-market real estate deals. I mainly market to people that are in distressed courthouse records. My market is Harris County, which is Houston, Texas, where I know county records are easily accessible. Can you go through and pull the foreclosure leads that have auctions in August 2026, so that's 30 days from now, with their names, phone numbers, and addresses for each property? I plan to market to these via cold text and emails. So as you can see here, I press search and now it's doing an actual search through the internet. It's probably combing through the county websites, and I will come back and check back in when this prompt is finished working. Cool, so now you can see after waiting 10 minutes, the AI actually scraped and created a Excel document of the foreclosures in Harris County. Now, as you can see, it has the actual doc ID number, the sale date that's pending, and also the pages of the docket. You can actually look at the docket information right here. You can literally copy paste that link into the URL and you can see all of the course case documents. Now you can take it one step further if you are wanting to use AI to actually open up each individual link, which you can through the AI web browser. And you can actually ask it to be like, hey, open up each of these PDFs, find who the homeowner is, find who the property addresses, and then what you can do is you can have a Excel document, turn it into a CSV file, and then what you can do is you can actually skip trace these sellers. So if you know a real estate agent or you are a real estate agent, you can use a company called Forewarn. This is 100% free and is actually one of the best skip tracing services in the industry. And the reason why behind this is because these Forewarn skip tracing is designed for real estate agents, and they want to protect real estate agents when they're showing properties to potential buyers or potential sellers, and they don't want to get abducted, right? It does all of the background checks. It shows if there's pending judgments, if they're getting sued, if they have bad credit, all these different things. It gives you all that information for free. Now, if you don't have this specific and you do want to pay for skip tracing, we honestly recommend smartskip.io. So we don't have a partnership with this, but this is just a company that we personally use. It costs about 15 cents a skip or $1 per skip if you need a in-depth skip tracing on that one person. And this is fantastic for foreclosure and probate leads, because if no one's picking up the phone, if nobody's answering the door when you're door knocking, whatever the case may be, what SmartSkip actually does, it gives you all of the potential relatives, spouses, friends, and also known contacts. So most of the time when you look at the known contacts section on the right, it actually shows you potential neighbors of that person. So we've actually skip traced someone through this service, actually found a neighbor, and the neighbor told us that the homeowner actually went to a nursing home, and that's why they're no longer there. So pretty cool software, super worth it if you're doing super niche targeted data like what we do. Definitely worth the $1 to skip trace if you can't reach somebody. Now, I do want to caveat something with skip tracing. So if you call a lead, right, not all data is super accurate. So if you find a lead or a phone number that doesn't necessarily work, most wholesalers will let that go and they won't chase it. But if you spent the time and you had this embedded into your systems where you actually paid the dollar to skip trace and get their actual phone number, you are one of the few people that went the extra mile to find out where that person lived, what phone number they actually use, and maybe, if it's a really good deal, that you actually reach out to family members and neighbors to find out who and where this person is. Step number 2 is actually marketing to these people, but using personalized touches depending on what type of campaign you're marketing to. So obviously we just pulled a foreclosure list from the Harris County records, and we're going to actually specify pre-foreclosure specific text. So as you can see inside our CRM, we have customized text messages that we built for pre-foreclosure specifically, and you can actually use Claude to actually help you generate these types of text messages. So as you can see, it's very personalized. The data that we use, we personalize with these custom values, like, hey Tim, this is Tim, which is our AI bot name, whatever you want to call it, here in Houston, Texas. So we wanted to check on your place on 123 Main Street. Is that still yours? So this is a very generic first intro text because you don't really want to open up with, hey, we heard you're losing your house next month. Are you thinking about selling? You kind of just want to open the floor here. And then as you scroll down, we have multiple different text messages, right? We have multiple text messages built. This is where we start getting a little bit more personalized for the lead type. So as you can see here, we're talking about when lenders start pushing out people that don't even know what options they actually have, are you getting the help you need right now? So as you can see, it's very value focused. That's number one in all the different types of copy we write, is it's very value focused. You're not focusing on trying to buy the house immediately. And number two, it's always personalized to what type of lead type you're actually marketing to. And you can see we have different versions of every single text message, right? Following up on 123 Main Street. It's a lot to deal with alone, but are you getting the guidance you need through all this, right? So as you scroll down to the next batch of text messages, you'll see another type of angle that we're playing, right? This is if a seller hasn't responded to your first two text messages, is we put together for homeowners dealing with lender pressure in California. So this specifically is a California thing, but as you can see, you can customize it to whatever market you're in. Most people don't know half of what's actually available to them. Here's a guide, right? So if they click this guide, it's actually a lead magnet or a resource guide for these homeowners that actually go through the different options to help them in their specific scenario. The name of the game with wholesaling nowadays, especially when you market to these type of sellers, is how do you actually be different from everybody else? And one, it's through value. Two, it's through just genuinely caring about what situation they're in and how we can actually help them. So as you can see, the next text message we have is more proof, right? So we always throw some sort of proof in our text message or email campaigns, because specifically what gets anybody to buy something or want to actually trust you is that they see actual proof. So in this text message specifically, we talk about a case study, right? We talk about a testimonial where we helped someone in their exact situation and helped them in foreclosure. And the next level after that is if you had a video testimonial or some sort of case study that you were actually talking to the homeowner, drop that YouTube video, drop that link inside that text message or email. So if they actually clicked it, they see a real video of you, your company, helping somebody through that same exact situation. That is how you get people to respond to you. And that is how you have actual real conversations with these homeowners when they actually do want to talk to you on the phone. Step number 3 is automating your actual business. And as you can see, you can use AI nowadays to actually message people back with text messages. If people call you, you can actually have an inbound AI agent that picks up the call, qualifies a seller, and books appointments for your actual closer or for yourself. And this is a prime example of how our team is so much smaller than it was back in 2025 and 2024, is because AI has gotten significantly better over the years. Here is the automated text messages that we showed you in the last section of the video. These are all automated text messages, and you can see right here that it shows you that it's an automation. Once a seller actually responds to you, you can see that the AI, conversation AI that's built in GoHighLevel, is actually reading the responses and messaging back to the seller, a type of qualification question. Are you trying to keep it? Are you trying to sell it? And then he starts talking about, all the different bills that he has. So this lead specifically is a foreclosure, and he's openly telling us to an AI that he owes all this money to the banks, the HOA, all these different things. And basically what happens is we are trying to qualify and we are trying to book an appointment with this person. And as you can see here, you can see that the AI is actually doing follow-up messages. So he sent a text message at 5:26. The AI shoots a message at 5:27. the seller doesn't respond, and as you can see, 3 hours later, the AI sends an automated follow-up text message so you and your team doesn't actively have to track all the different automations and how to follow up. The AI is doing that for you, and you can customize this however way you want to inside the AI agents tab right here on your left, right? So as you can see, the AI is sending multiple follow-ups. It sends one on the 19th, and then the seller actually responds on the 20th, and then the AI takes back over, just having a conversation so you don't have to be on your phone all day, every single day. Now, the big thing that you guys are probably wondering is, how does AI actively close deals or convince sellers to actually do deals with you? Now, technology has grown tremendously now, right? You can actually pay for AI to actually do the actual sales process, but most people actually just use AI to do inbound calls. So if you're doing email marketing, if you're doing direct mail, any sort of inbound ads that you're running, all your leads can run through a very simple AI qualifier. Because if you've done any sort of inbound marketing, you get so many trash leads here and there, and you don't want to spend all day talking to these guys. You can actually have your AI screen the call first, qualify the seller, and then book an appointment with a real property specialist once they're ready to go and ready to want to sell. If you want to learn more on how to run your wholesale business, we do a live training on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Link is down below. Love to see you guys in there.